Welcome! Today we're making one of the most loved dishes in the Turkish cuisine, vegetarian stuffed vine leaves, commonly known as zeytinyağlı yaprak sarması or yalancı dolma if you're from northern Cyprus. Fresh from the garden, these young tender vine leaves are perfect for making this delicious and healthy dish. Filled with fragrant rice, dried fruit and crunchy nuts, these little parcels are packed with sweet, savoury and aromatic flavours. Perfect served as part of a meze spread or enjoyed on their own, especially delicious served cold in the hot summer months. So grab your ingredients and let's get cooking. Start by soaking between 50 to 100 grams of nuts of your choice. I've used almonds. Pine nuts or walnuts also work well. Soak 100 grams of dried currants. For both I've used 150 ml each of boiling water. Take approximately 50 to 100 grams of dried apricots. Slice them, then chop into small pieces. Again, soak with 150 ml of boiling water. Leave to soak, putting aside for later. Whilst you prepare the rest of the ingredients, chop 3 to 4 onions into small pieces. You'll need approximately 300 grams of white rice. I've used pudding rice. Bulgur wheat also works well in this recipe. Rinse the rice under cold water until the water runs clear to remove the starch, then leave to drain. Meanwhile, heat 170 ml of olive oil in a large non-stick pan. When the oil is hot, add the onions and sautè on high to medium heat until golden. Stir regularly and if possible, if using almonds, whilst the onions are cooking, remove the skins, which should come off easily by now. When the onions have softened and are a lovely golden colour, add the rinsed rice or bulgur to the pan. Reducing the heat to medium, stir in, making sure all the rice gets covered with the oil. After a few minutes of stirring, add the seasoning. I've used 1 dessert spoon of dried mint, 2 dessert spoons of mixed spice, 1 dessert spoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of black pepper. Also, to enhance the flavours even more, I've added 8 crushed cloves. Mix thoroughly to evenly distribute all the seasoning. Reducing the heat, prepare the nuts. Crush the nuts into tiny pieces. This can be done either with an electric chopper, blender or by hand. If using pine nuts, this step can be omitted as they can be left whole. When the nuts are about this size, add them to the pan. Mix in, then add the fruit which has been soaking until now. Include the water which has been flavoured by the fruit, so should not be discarded. Gently mix to evenly distribute the fruit. Adding an additional 100 ml of boiling water to the pan. At this point, add salt to your taste and on the lowest heat setting, mix a final time before covering and allowing to cook for between 5 to 7 minutes or until the water has been absorbed. Check regularly and when the water has been absorbed, turn off the heat and put aside. To prepare the vine leaves, first rinse them under cold water and drain. Then they will need to be blanched in salty boiling water for a couple of minutes. Do them in batches of about 10 leaves at a time for best results and for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. They'll turn from a fresh green to an olive colour when they are ready to be taken out. Remove as much of the water as you can from the leaves as you take them out and place them onto a flat plate. Repeat until you have blanched approximately 250 grams of leaves, which is approximately 70 to 90 medium-sized leaves. When they've all been blanched, again remove any excess water from the plate. Going back to the filling now, you can see that all the liquid has been completely absorbed as it's had time to rest. Add a generous amount of freshly chopped parsley for an extra taste dimension. I tend to chop and freeze my parsley to have it ready whenever I need it for cooking. Gently fold in to evenly distribute. Then we're ready to put this dish together. You'll need either a large flat plate or a chopping board to roll the vine leaves. But before you get started, to avoid the leaves drying out, keep them covered as you brush on a layer of olive oil onto the base and sides of a large saucepan. Put aside, then add a drop of olive oil onto the surface you'll be using, giving the leaves a fine coat of olive oil, making them extra tasty. Take 1 leaf at a time with the shiny side facing down and the stem pointing towards you. Placing a tablespoon of filling near the base of the leaf just above the stem, fold the bottom of the leaf up over the filling. Tuck in the sides, then roll up into a neat parcel, but be sure not to make them too tight as the rice will need to expand as they cook. Repeat the process with the remaining filling. As you go, make sure every leaf gets a few of the dried currants so they're evenly distributed throughout. So you're aiming for neat, evenly sized rolls that are snug but not too tight so the rice has room to expand, and each sarma holds its shape beautifully. Use a few of the larger leaves to line the base of the pan to create a protective barrier which will prevent the sarma from sticking to the bottom, whilst also adding extra flavour. Place the stuffed vine leaves neatly in rows close together with the seam side down so they stay secure and cook evenly. Remove the pips from one sliced lemon before placing them over the sarma to add a fresh, zesty flavour and balance the richness of the olive oil. Placing plates on top of the sarma keeps them gently pressed down, preventing them from unrolling and helping them cook evenly. Add approximately 200 ml of boiling water to the pan, which should take the water to about level with the sarmas. This will provide the needed moisture to soften the leaves and cook the rice. Simmer for 45 minutes with the lid on. After 45 minutes, take off the heat and remove the plates. Allow to absorb any remaining water and cool to room temperature before serving. And there you have it, beautiful vegetarian stuffed vine leaves packed with warming spices, crunchy nuts and sweet bursts of dried fruit. Every bite is perfectly balanced, savoury, aromatic and gently sweet, with layers of flavour that really make this dish special. I hope you'll give this delicious recipe a try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Afiyet olsun.